And it's hard to fathom that an obedient, well-trained, loving, and affectionate breed of dog was manipulated, brutalized, and trained to attack and fight with other dogs for a sick entertainment and gambling operation.
And for decades now, that breed has been a victim fighting for their lives in the smear campaign, which labeled them as bad dogs. But I've got some good news for you this morning. Pit bulls are turning that bad rap around. They're getting a whole lot of attention right now for being the most popular dog at the shelter, finally.
That's the way pit bulls used to be represented. But this is the way pit bulls are seen these days. The tide is finally turning on that antiquated stereotype of bully breed dogs, pit bulls, and those so-called scary square-faced pups, which actually tend to be big old loving lap dogs, like Bodhi right here.
I stopped by the Broward Humane Society to look at a puppy, and the puppy was already adopted. And I met Bodhi, and it was love at first sight.
Travis Carden was looking for a travel-size grab-and-go pup, but in walked 72 pounds of muscle, masking a big old baby on the inside.
They're the sweetest animals. Just he's a little love bug. Can I have the other paw? Thank you. I'm definitely glad that it's evolving. These dogs are sweet, kind animals, and should definitely have loving homes.
But Travis might have passed up on his new best friend if it weren't for Dolly's Dream Foundation.
Let's go.
A nonprofit group that underwrites adoption fees and sets big dogs up for success in their new homes so that they don't wind up back here. Dolly's works with the Humane Society of Broward County and 14 other shelters in Florida, finding safe spaces for this wrongly accused breed. Just like this cutie pie named Eve. And Barkley, who may be misunderstood with all his, well, barking.
For far too long, pit bulls have been deemed aggressive, but they actually score really high on temperament tests, don't you? Yes, you do. So that tells you they'll do what you train them to do.
Any pit bull type dog that is aggressive towards human beings, for the most part, is raised in a situation where they're not treated well. Oftentimes they're kept in the yard, they're not socialized, they're kept on a chain, they're not spayed or neutered. They're big, they're muscular, they have a square face. They're going to attack me. That's not the case at all.
In fact, pit bulls used to be one of America's favorite dogs, and now that popularity is back.
Okay, go lay down.
These extremely obedient and affectionate dogs just want to please their owners. Originally the product of crossbreeding bulldogs with terriers, they're back to being recognized for having a personality similar to Goldens and Labs.
You should expect huge, huge kisses. Like, have your face washed by a pit bull. It's the best experience you'll ever have.
It really is. I grew up with pit bulls. I love them. If you go to the Humane Society of Broward County or Greater Miami, keep an eye out for those Dolly's Dream placards. They're right there on the kennels. Those bully breeds need some extra love. And shockingly, there is still a ban on pit bulls in Miami-Dade County. So I'm hoping that time, education, experience, and stories just like this one will help to dispel the myths about the breed as a whole. And I know, Julie, you had Stoli, who was a big old baby boy. So we need a lot of people to